Hello, hello. My name is Barda from Intuitive Tarot Readings by Barda, and this reading is going to be for Leo. I'm looking over here because I have my monitor here so I can see if you guys talk to me. This reading is for Leo, June 2020. And you have to forgive the noise in the back. I do have animals. I had to come outside. I live way away from town, so my connectivity is not always the best. Let's see here. What I'm doing is I'm pulling this up so that way if you guys say anything to me, I can see ya. Aquarius, at the very end, I was going to be doing some open general read questions. And for whatever reason, it cut me off. So for this one, it's not usual how I do it, because usually I'll do the sign and then at the end I'll say okay for any general questions for Leo. There we go. Make sure I got the sound up. Any general questions for Leo, go ahead and ask me a question at the end, and then I'll say after that, then I'll go ahead and I'll say, okay, well, is there anybody else that would oops, sorry, I had to do a real quick setup out here. Hoping it's going to show me. There we go. So anyway, at the beginning of Leo's here, before we get into Leo's, I told the Aquarius people it's going to be for any sign whatsoever. I know it's going to take a little bit for people to catch up to me because, like I said, I got cut off on Aquarius's last part. Anybody who has a general question, I'm going to open it up at the beginning. So when you come on, if you got a question, doesn't matter what zodiac sign you are, that's how I'm going to start Leo's, okay? YouTubers, this is being aired live on Lolita's Lovely Ladies on Facebook. So if you want to join in on the live, then just go ahead and come on over there. And on the last video, somebody asked me if I was mad or something like that. The look on my face, just ignore it. I'd hurt myself about a week ago, and I'm just real tired. So my expressions, usually I'm more upbeat and stuff. I'm not down or anything or mad. Okay, and if nobody, let's see, if nobody comes on and asks a question from the beginning, then I guess that you guys will find me at the very end and you can ask those questions. Okay? I think what I'm going to do also is I'm going to add this to the other page. Like I said, it just kind of blipped out. While people are still trying to find me, once I get this up on my other pages, what I'm going to do is I'll go ahead and just start Leo's. Let me know when you come on. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start. Let's get right into Leo's. Since, like I said, it's going to take a minute for everybody to catch up. No, public. Okay. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and start Leo's. All right, this month, I don't know about everybody else, but life has gotten kind of crazy. There is 3 eclipses coming. 3. And it did take me a while to get back on because, like I said, I told you guys, expect anything to happen this month. And it's probably not going to back off until about July 12th. So, it took me a little bit longer because just crazy stuff. Like, my phone overheated for no reason. Okay, so expect the unexpected this month. All right, Leo, let's find out what area of life this is for, okay? Okay, sounds right. It's going to be about love. I don't know if you can see it. Any other areas? It's for Leo. Anything else for Leo? And your wealth. And I do live right by a road, like I said, until I figure out and get the Wi-Fi thing fixed. I mean, if you can tolerate the noise, then I will continue to do these. All right, so for Leo, I don't know if this is going to be just one group or groups of Leos. What I mean by that is we start going, this could be about a group of Leos who have something going on with just their love life. Or it could be a group that has something going on with their wealth. Or it could blend out into 3 and be Leos who have stuff going on with their love and their wealth. Okay? Won't know until I get going. I'm going to use the tea leaf cards. Being an intuitive tarot reader, sometimes I will grab the one at the bottom, or I will just randomly pick one. If they stick out, sometimes I'll take them. I go where it feels right, and these felt right, okay? And I'll show you the cards here in a second. I want to see if there's any more. Leo, June. All right, 2 groups. 2 groups. I'll show you the cards here in a minute. So one's going to be about love, and then the other one's going to be focusing on their wealth. All right? Do I need to do any more from here? No. Okay. So for the group of Leos that have love or love issues or something with love in their life, maybe you're waiting for love. I'm not sure how this is going yet. I got 2 cards. The haystack. All right. And not always do I feel like looking at the bottom at the words. I do on this one. I do. It says karma. You will reap what you have sown. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I told you guys it was going to be one of those months. And as I'm reading this for Leos, just understand it's not for every single Leo. So don't be like, oh, that's not it. Okay, well, if it doesn't resonate with you, then maybe next time it will. The one on the love spectrum, karma, you will reap what you have sown. Apple, temptation will tempt you. Okay. All right. Let's get more into that. And these over here, the other 2 cards, they're meant for the other groups. And I'll explain those whenever we get there, okay? As you come on, say hi. Hopefully it will pop on. Okay. So Leos with love, karma. Temptation will test you. You will reap what you have sown. I'm not, let's see. I was hoping for more of a positive one. Battle. You got the word battle. And do you see the stance the guy's taken? I mean, he's ready. He's ready to, and what, I don't know if any of you had watched the last video. I said this month, and actually, it's going to actually get a little bit eased off around July 12th, because Mercury is also going to go retrograde. I'm not an astrologist, but with all the crazy stuff that I've seen, even around, you know, just bogus accidents, you know, I'd hurt myself. It was just crazy how it happened. A lot of other different situations. This month, expect the unexpected. With those 3 eclipses, usually eclipses will take you, and I know, I'll get to this in a minute, and it'll make sense. With eclipses, usually they will shake you up, turn you around, and put you, and either you have to face it, but it'll put you in the right direction, and you're going to have to face it. They're kind of like, instead of like, you know, well, maybe you're thinking, I might, I don't know, maybe I'm going to go to the gym this week. You know, this is something simple. Oh, no. It's like, here comes this eclipse. And it's like, no, you get going. You move. Get going. Let's go. Show me. Run a mile. Okay, that's what an eclipse does. But some eclipses also take and cause chaos. And I'm not going to delve too much on what's going on around the world right now, but it has, I mean, this is chaos is going on right now. This is not going to change for a little bit. So understanding about those, and if you want more in depth on those eclipses and stuff, like I said, I'm not an astrologer. Go ahead and just Google it and do a little bit of research and see what's coming out, because it's not just the eclipses. It's not just Mercury retrograde well on its way, coming here pretty quick. I mean, it's going to get kind of crazy. There's more. There's actually planets and stuff like that aligning, and it's actually, it's kind of mixing people's stuff up. Now, I do have a small hobby farm, and I'm going to tell you right now, don't be surprised on my videos if chickens start hopping up on my lap. I mean, I see it coming, because I am outside. Anyway, with this battle right here, Leo, what did I just talk about? And these eclipses also put people on edge as well. And you see the stance. You stay down. Young lady, I may have to get a chicken out of here. No, Miss Mary. Okay. Come here, darling. Go play. Okay. Sorry about that. Anyway, battle. You see the stance he's got right there. And like I said, with these eclipses and stuff, it's got, everybody's going to be on edge at one time or another. Example, you can be fine 1 minute, and then you can even be at home and drama's going to find you at one point. And normally you'd be all kinds of calm. And the way I explained it in the other video, and Leo is not getting out of this either. Every single zodiac sign, it is going to affect you. Big time. Looks like Leo is going to be taking a stance, but you may be doing it very aggressively, like popping off. And the example I used in, let me see, it was Aquarius as I just did. This is how this month's going to go for a lot of people. Not all, but for a lot of people. The example I used is I saw a video, somebody had sent me a video on Facebook, and it was a Coke. Just imagine you've got a bottle of Coke, right? And you turn around and you're going to go get yourself a glass. And that Coke is calm. That Coca-Cola or soda pop, whatever it is, it's calm, right? It's calm. And you're calm. So representing you, you're calm. And then you turn around to get this cup, and you come, and right before you do, somebody rushes over and sticks 2 of those mementos in it. And by the time you turn around, it goes poof. Okay, that's how this is going to affect a lot of people. And it's not, some of it's going to be love. And this one, for this group of Leos, it is love. Karma. You will reap what you have sown. And I have seen this. This time right now, if you have done wrong to somebody else or somebody else has done wrong to you, you will reap what you've sown. So be very careful with your words and how you act to people. Because like I said, you'd be like the soda pop, 1 minute calm, and somebody does something, and it's like, poof, you just explode. Okay? Everybody is feeling this. So that's where this battle comes in. All right? I'm going to get more in depth here. I just wanted to explain that because I've been pretty much home here, and I tell you, I've been watching some of the stuff that's going on, and it's just like that. It's like that soda pop bottle. Battle. Love, karma, you will reap what you have sown. Temptation will test you. Yes, I'll take that one. All right. And a lot of times, too, I got the wedge here, and I'll explain this one, too. I was explaining it in the other video as well. You got the wedge. Someone is trying to come between you and a friend or something you want. Okay? Since this is around love, this doesn't necessarily have to be a relationship. This could be brother and sister, sister and sister, aunt, uncle, it doesn't matter. Or it could be a love relationship. It's saying somebody's trying to come between you. But here's this, now if you've done something and you're a Leo, or if you're somebody watching and you have a Leo in your life that's close and you're the one that's done this, you will reap what you've sown. Whatever, so watch your words, watch what comes out, watch how you talk to people. Because if you are telling any half-truths, and it could be little white lies, trust me, this time of the year, this is when it's going to come back around and smack you in the face. And even if you hadn't, there's going to be, and there's other examples too. There may be somebody spreading gossip about you. Some just examples, okay? So just be very, very careful. You can be sitting there all calm, and all of a sudden you're just like, what? I said what? No, I didn't. Okay, so it's just going to be one of those, actually about a month and a half, and it's going to blend into almost 2 months. Because it should start calming down here probably around the beginning, at the end of July and into August. Okay, I'm just talking about in general in your life. As far as world, that's getting out there. So anyway, let's find out why. There's obviously a battle coming, or this Leo is starting to take a stance. They're getting ready to throw down, is what it looks like. Literally, like a literal fight. Okay, and that's another thing is people who normally don't want to fight. They may be on edge and may be ready to physically fight. If not, it's going to be verbal. Okay? So let's find out a little bit more about that. Where do I want to switch to? Oh, the side cards. All right. I just said, sometimes I feel like going to the bottom of the deck, and I instantly did. I got the Father. All right? Not sure where this is going yet. So again, this could be family members who love each other, or it could be somebody who is actually has to do with love. Don't you dare, Miss Thing. Oh my. Pardon me. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. You get down. Okay. Back to it. So, all right, tell me more about this battle. What's this about? Someone's trying to come between. Don't do it. I'm gonna have to put my chicken in timeout. I can feel it coming. And this could also be with, I'll show you the cards here in a minute. I'll show you the cards here in a minute. This could also have to do, darling, you've got to go. This could also do with the work situation as well, but it's somebody you care about. I mean, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's somebody you care about, whether it's a family relationship or not. I got the Father card. I got this is the Inquirer. I may have to pause this video and come back because this is just ridiculous. Okay. I got the Inquirer. I got the Inquirer. I'm going to get these done. And I got the Work. Okay. I got the Voyage card. I'm getting them done. I don't care if I have to restart, guys. I'll pull the exact same cards. They're usually not this loud. Hey! 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 Buddy! My Lanta. Okay. Quiet. I'm gonna get these done. Alright, so the Mother. Okay. Mother, Father. So I'm almost assuming with the cards I'm getting, I want a yes or no is what I want. I got the Wheel. Okay, yeah, okay. I got the Father card. I got the Mother card. I'm about to go put my chickens in timeout. It's going to happen. I'm not sure how to pause this, but I'm about to. I got the Mother card and the Father card, and I got the Voyage with Work. So whatever this is, I don't feel it's actual work. I think this is actually it's going to take a lot of work. It's going to take a longer journey. It's going to actually have to work on it. Is what I'm getting. And why is this happening? Here's this wedge. Remember this wedge? That's somebody coming between you and the other person. Here's the Stranger card. So this is somebody who's kind of sitting on the outside, and it again, Aquarius had something similar, and the Wheel. You've got the Wheel here, which with the Wheel, you know, the wheel takes and it turns upright, and things become more positive, and then sometimes it turns down. Well, the wheel's not reversed, and it's not upside down. I mean, it's not like this. So whatever this is, and this stranger and this wedge that they're trying to put between you, or these two people right here, this man and this woman, who is a father or a mother, and obviously it's somebody who loves each other. It's causing a battle between these two, or this person is actually trying to do that. This month, be very, very mindful. It's very highly possible that this person can actually start doing that. Don't believe everything you hear. Find out for yourself. Don't just pop off. Don't just get ready for battle. Don't take this out on the other person, okay? Not until you know all the facts, because it shows me right here, karma, you'll reap what you've sown. But if you have done something and temptation will test you, whatever your situation is, whatever it is, think twice before you or if it's reversed, if you're watching this and you're not a Leo, think carefully before you decide to go ahead and, you know, Adam and Eve the apple, before you take that temptation, whatever it is. Because this person right here, this is an intentional thing. This is intentional. Putting that wedge between the mother and the father, or these two people who love each other, okay? I feel with the readings, it's going, I want to give positive readings. I want to do that. I want to give you guys positive readings, but with everything going on, I had a feeling that it was going to show a lot of stuff like this, because this is the time where not just everything gets in chaos, it's also confusing. Like everything's not always shown. All right, so definitely before you want to throw down or start this battle with this other person, maybe you should go to the person who is putting the wedge between the mother and the father, or the man and the woman. That's what I would do. And it can actually go quite well, because if it would take a long voyage with a lot of work, but it can work out. And you guys may have been just perfectly fine until the stranger showed up. That's what I'm getting. And your wheel was upright. But just remember, your wheel's still upright. So even during these times, it seems like stuff's a bigger deal. Hello. At the end, I'll do general questions, okay? As soon as I'm done with Leo's, then I'll open it up for, and what I'm doing for YouTubers is I'm live on Facebook, so at the end I do like a general live read for that sign, and then I'll do it for anybody, but it won't be until the end. So YouTubers, I will be talking to people, saying hi here and there. I'm not talking to myself today. I'm actually talking to people. So yep, so for any of you who have a question, as soon as I say open for any general sign reading, or if you're a Leo, I'll say Leos, and you can ask that question, okay? And it has to be in question form, alrighty? Okay, back to it. So anyway, from what I'm getting from this, in this love situation, don't let any temptation, especially this time of year, do not let any temptation test you. Do not go ahead and take that forbidden apple like it's showing. Because you know what? What's right next to the apple? See the snake? See the stranger? All right, this stranger right here is the snake. Intentionally trying to put a wedge between you and this other person, or vice versa if you're watching for a Leo, okay? Just be careful this time of year. If temptation, if you do go ahead and do whatever temptation it is, karma is going to bite you in the butt. That's what I feel right here. I mean, this is the time of year. It will catch up, okay? So, I think that's more of just a heads up for that group of Leos. A heads up. You might have felt like this was going on. You might have felt like somebody was putting a wedge between you and another person. Go with your gut. You know, just like the forbidden fruit, they're sitting there like the apple, and the snake is offering you something. Don't go for it. Don't go for it. Don't. And I do live by a road, so I had to bring it out here, so it's going to be noisy. But I wanted to make sure I got these. So for this father and this mother, don't ruin what you guys have, okay? Because of obviously another selfish person, okay? Who wants to put a wedge between you and this other person. Your wheel is still on the upright. So don't let people put a veil over your face. Don't let, not everything's seen. Not everything's seen. And don't believe everything you hear. Especially with these 3 eclipses coming. Do not believe everything you hear. Remember, everything's happening to shake your life up, turn you around, and put you where you belong. But there's also, like I use the example of Loki. Okay, Loki's a trickster. People are going to be doing some shady stuff. It's going to happen. But don't let somebody come in between you. Don't let the stranger come in between you and this other person. Don't let it happen. Because there is love there. And don't take the temptation, one or the other. It's either you or the other person. And like I said, if you're cross-watching for a Leo, if it's you who's doing this or is actually tempted, don't do it. Use your brain. Because this right here is real, okay? And it's talking about a battle. And the card behind it's just the Inquirer, because I was asking about the situation. Okay? So let's see here. So with the battle, so that's pretty, I mean, really, it's just going to take a lot of work. This time period between now, and I'm going to say, I keep getting around, it should ease up just a little bit around August 2nd. By the end of July, it's going to kind of chill out. As far as I'm talking about this group of Leo's lives. Some of the eclipses are going to back off. Mercury retrograde will be gone by, I think it's July 12th. Which Mercury retrograde can really shake some stuff up too. So just hang in there. Don't believe everything you hear. Don't snap to the battle. All right? This could also represent a stance you're going to have to take. Like, no, I'm not putting up with it. Remember, it's not the other it's not the other person that you would be in love with or there's love involved. It is this stranger who's trying to put the wedge between. So just remember that. Don't get tempted by temptation. It'll take a lot of work between you and this other person, but it'll come out just fine. As long as you don't Don't get tempted. Whatever the temptation is. Because, like I said, again, I keep going back to it. Karma, you will reap what you have sown. And so this is not just for, this isn't just for the Leo. Now, if you went and did it, common sense is going to tell you, you're going to reap what you sow, right? True. Now, I keep seeing it next to this stranger. If you don't fall for whatever this is, this temptation that's supposed to, this stranger's trying to put that wedge between you and this other person, if you don't fall for the crap, and I feel crap, I mean, it's just crap. It's a temptation. That karma is going to bite that person in the butt. No matter what, karma is going to bite somebody. It doesn't matter. It's going to bite the guilty party, is what it's going to do. So remember that. So if you, that temptation, no. Nope. Walk away. Nope. Not worth it. Then it'll reflect back to them. Okay? All right. That, I don't even feel like doing a closing thought. These are pretty straightforward. And again, for those who just popped on, you will have to forgive the noise. My chickens were being obnoxious a while ago. I am outside because I'm having connection issues. I know I don't have quite a, you know, more bubbly personality like I normally do, but I've had a very long week. And I went ahead and did an update. And my side is actually hurting, so it has nothing to do. I mean, I actually love doing this, so don't assume the expressions on my face mean anything. It just, I'm just tired, and sometimes every once in a while I tweak my rib. Okay? All right, we are going to move on to the second group of Leos. And it's really warm out here, too. Oh. Okay. So, the first group of Leos, if you just popped on, the first group of Leos was talking about love, okay? So if you're interested in that and you want to see if that has anything to do with you, go ahead and rewind the video and go ahead and watch that part. The second group of Leos, it's going to be about wealth, okay? It's going to be about their money. And for some reason I heard lack of, okay? And which is not surprising with everything going on. It's hard for a lot of people, especially if you're not an essential worker. Pardon me. I'm going to have to get a drink. Okay. My goodness. I think my roasters needs a muzzle. And I'm just joking about that, so don't put anything on there. Alright, so, second group of Leos. This is about your wealth, and I heard lack of, okay? So if this is not going on with you right now, then this is probably not your read. Maybe next time you'll be able to pull something out of it. I got the lion. It's time to act, it says. I got the claw. And I just heard, okay, I just heard bare bones. Shush it, Lordy. Bare bones of the situation, whatever that means. I don't know what that means yet. Be careful. Do not take risk. And the reason, I mean, it just clicked in my head as soon as I saw that claw, and I instantly heard bare bones of a situation, and this has to do with your money. See if I'll get anything else here in a minute. Time to act. Oh, I kind of get some of it. This is actually, and like I said, it's not a surprise what's going on. Wealth. Group of Leos are focused on their wealth. Time to act, the lion. And I don't think it's just the lion. Lions, Leo. Lions. Yep. You're going to have to take on this personality. Bare bones of the situation. Time to act. Time to act. Yep. Time to act. Okay, so that's it. Okay, so this is a group of Leos who are, and I know we've got a lot of stuff going on. It's coming down to the bare bones of a situation as far as probably finances, and it says finances, but a bare bones of a situation where, how do I put it in words? Because I'm hearing something else, but I can't quite get it. To where you're going to have to actually get out there, and no matter what, if you're not an essential worker, you're going to have to be. You're going to have to get out there and do something about your financial situation. Bare bones of the situation. Bare bones. Because maybe that's exactly how you feel. You're peeled back so many layers already that there's nothing left to peel back. I mean, it's like just like that. You can see the muscles and you can see all that. I mean, there's nothing much more to peel back there. So this is beyond. This is a group of Leos who are beyond just a little tight. this is, you got to act. It's almost like you're going to lose something. And like I said, during these times, and that's not surprising, a lot of people have that going on. Let's find out a little bit more. Where do I want to take this? Where do I want to? This is 12. And I keep getting that. If you're not an essential worker, it's time to get out there and look. Really, because it's actually, from what I'm looking at it, Leo has to take action. They have to take it within their own hands, become that lion, and actually do something about your situation. You are not stuck. That's what I heard. You are not stuck. That's what I heard a while ago. I couldn't figure out what it was. You are not stuck. And I feel like pulling from the bottom of the deck. And anybody who just popped on, sometimes I will pull from the bottom of the deck. I go where I feel. And I'm feeling right now. I'm going to pull another one too, because that one's right. It feels right. Okay. And we're talking about money. If Leo, and I think this is a Leo who's sitting here just kind of, I don't know if you're, I don't want to say down, or if you don't feel like you can't do it. Nah, you can. You can. I know with everything going on around, not just in your life, but around the world, it kind of gets you down for a second sometimes, because really, it's just, there's no break from chaos of some kind. And it makes a person tired. I think this is kind of a tired Leo, and they're not just tired of what's going on, you know, not in just their lives, but around the world as well. They're also tired of watching their money just slip out of their hands. And maybe they don't even have any anymore. Time to act. Be that lion. Yep. Yep. If you do. So this is a group of Leos who are actually sitting here looking for an answer. Is this the right direction I should do? And I kept hearing essential worker. Yeah, do it. Do it. Get on up and out and go. You will be able to take care of the problem you've got. But it's in your hands, and you have to act like a lion. If you do this, do you see, this is the Six of Wands, okay? Do you see how he's sitting on top of that horse? And while I'm reading for the new people, I don't always pull every single thing out of the cards. I go by what it feels like. And I won't always pull out zodiac signs out of them either. I just go by what I feel. And to me, instantly, I heard charging. And I was just saying, Leo, it's time to act. Charging forward. Do you see the stabs on the back? Okay, that, and I think it was last month, another sign got this card too, and I read it the same way. The stabs in the back here, those are stuff in situations, or situations or multiple things coming down on you at once, or it feels like that to the Leos. And like I said, I'm going to tell you again, this time of year, pardon the noise, I have to be outside right now. Anyway, the stabs right here, Leo feels like a lot. I mean, it's all coming down on him. And at this rate, the way the wealth looks and stuff, I mean, I think something is really coming down. But this right here would represent Leo. Do you see that staff he's got in his hand? You see the wreath? All right. Leo has it within themselves. You've got to pick it up. Just like I said, it's time to act. What's this person doing? They're acting on it. They're getting on that horse. They're going. Slow but sure, but they're going. They're going to take care of their issue. Okay? If you do, and you keep charging forward and don't give up. And what's this say? Normally I don't read the words on these. Usually I don't. But the one thing, and the way I see stuff, I explained it the last time I was doing readings, the way I see stuff is sometimes I'll be reading if it has words. The way it shows to me is if it's important I need to read it, it shows up like somebody, you know how somebody takes a highlighter, a yellow highlighter? Okay, that's what I see. When I look at words, sometimes they'll pop out and it looks like a yellow highlighter. What I got was hard work, and I just got through telling you it's going to take hard work, okay? So hard work. If you do, what is going to happen? The Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles represents new beginnings. It also represents new beginnings in what? Wealth. It's got several different meanings, but for this one, this is new beginnings for you in money. That's what I get, Leo. And if you're cross-watching, and maybe you're with this Leo, or just go ahead and just kind of reverse the roles. Leo is either watching this happen or it's going on with Leo. I think it's more like happening to Leo. I really do. It's a situation that's affecting them greatly. So anyway, if you guys charge forward like you were on the Six of Wands, taking on this lion stance, not backing off, not taking any risk at all, And I heard bare bones of the situation. That's what it was. You're going to have to get down to the bare bones. Maybe it's simple stuff. I explained this to somebody the other day. You've got to really be careful. Sometimes you don't realize. Maybe, I don't know, maybe you're going to the gas station and it sounds silly. I'm just using this for an example. Sometimes you don't always realize what you're spending. Not always. Maybe you're going to go get that Monster drink at the store or something like that. Okay. Maybe if you back off on some of the stuff, it'll actually, and that's what I'm saying, be careful, don't take risk. For some reason, I felt like saying that. Watch where your money's going. Because it doesn't feel to me that you have a lot of it right now, which is understandable with everything going on. So, end result, if you do, and you go out, and I keep hearing essential worker. Yeah, something along those lines. Anyway, you've got it within yourself, and you'll be able to take this back, the situation, as far as your wealth, back into your own hands again, and get yourself out of whatever problem you're having financially right now. Okay? So, yeah, Ace of Pentacles, I'm glad finally here is a reading that actually is not, it's not negative. It's actually Leo's pulling themselves out of the negativity. And some of it's in their head, too. And taking on that lion, getting back to that lion. Leo the lion, getting back there. Pushing yourself. You got it. You can do it. You may not have tons and tons of money, but I'm telling you what, you'll be able to, the stress will back off quite a bit. Okay? And their new beginning is coming. So whatever you got in your head, this is, to me, this was just a more, okay, should I or shouldn't I? Somebody, a group of Leos were sitting out there, and should I or shouldn't I? Oh, do I have it in me? Yeah, you do. Right here. If you do, your end result is a new beginning in finances. Okay? All right, I like that one. We need to have one like that every single time. I like that a lot. Okay, so, and I don't feel like doing a closing thought on that one either. Uh-oh. Okay, sometimes even if I accidentally knock a card over, it does not matter. If it feels right, I'll take it, and it does. I'm not sure why. Okay. No. Okay. Heartbreak is what I got, but it's reversed. And it doesn't necessarily mean about love. Whatever the situation, financial situation, and it could have been over love. I mean, maybe there was a separation. It's not showing that, but this is going through this person's head, and they really need to get those finances squared around, okay? It's not really focusing on a relationship. That's not what it's focusing on. But it's saying no more heartache. No more heartbreak, okay? So this situation was like this, really messing with this group of Leos. You're coming out of it. Keep going forward. You wanted the answer? It says keep going. Keep going. You're on the right path. Okay? And you will hear me grunt and wince once in a while and maybe say, eh. Like I said, I hurt my ribs, so that's why I have such a solemn look on my face. So don't take it personally. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and open it up for anybody who's a Leo or has a question about Leos. I'll take 2 questions regarding Leos, okay? And if nobody says anything, then I'll open it up for general sign reading, which means any zodiac sign. But for right now, it's just Leos. Randy. Yeah, I usually do. I usually keep going, but when they're right there by my ear, it's like, hey. I'm surprised he didn't jump on me. Okay. Nobody have questions for Leos? Okay, anybody? I do not know how to say your name. It's R-I-T-U. You have a unique name. I just did Aquarius's. It's up on Lolita's Lovely Ladies page. I just finished that one. Okay, any sign whatsoever. Does anybody have any questions? I'm right now I'm taking general questions, so if you have one question, you have to put it in a question form for me. And if I can answer, I will tell you. If I can't, then I'll honestly tell you if I can or cannot, okay? Does anybody have a question? Anybody? And what I'm doing is I'm looking at a monitor I can see. I don't have my glasses. My glasses are not, I've got to get them. All right. Okay, is it Nia? N-E-H-A? You've got a unique name too. Okay, before I tell you what I heard, and I just saw Ritu? Unique names. I'll get right to you, okay? I want to see something first, though. I mean, I heard an answer, but I'm not. I want to make sure I'm stuck on the right person. Well, I like your name, Neon. Okay. And then yours is actually kind of multiple questions. So, no, ma'am. Liberation. Move on. It's time to move on. That's what I get. Yep. Let me go back up here. And then, now, you asked, does he still love me? But if liberation is in order, sometimes it's best just to move on and not worry about all that stuff, because, you know, it just builds more stuff up in your head that doesn't need to be there. I mean, I'll see what I can get from it. Okay, I'm not being mean, Nia, but what I get is the love that was given to you is not really technical. It's not, how do I put it? How do I put it? Because I don't want to sound rude. The love he had towards you is not the love that you would give to him. Does that make sense? Sorry, I'm by a road. I hope that made sense, because that's probably the nicest way I could put it. When you love strong. He doesn't love the same way you love. Okay, I'm not trying to play games. I just don't know how to put it without being rude. Okay, I hope that answered your questions. Let me see where I'm at. General guidance. Okay. What's my person feeling towards me? This person you're in a relationship with? Or a person you just care about? Alright. I'll show you here in a minute. Oh, good, Nia. I hope that helped. I just didn't know how to word it. Feels right. Okay, that's what I was wondering. And I don't know how to say your name. Ritu? Unique name. Okay, I want to find out before I show you these cards if it's you that's feeling this way. Okay, I want to find out if this is how you feel towards somebody or how they're feeling towards you, okay? Because it's going to, sometimes my cards will flip out and they'll be like, okay, this is how this person feels towards them, and this is, and then the next one's how they feel about you. So show me how he feels about her. It's not looking bad. Anything else? Yes. Okay. Okay, I don't know what type of relationship per se you have, as far as like, what I mean by type of relationship is, okay, number one, this is how I'm going to put it. Somebody has an engagement ring, and don't get excited yet, because this could be you. Because with the cassette, I don't want to look at the words, but with a cassette, what does a cassette do? You can play it over and over and over in your head, right? Okay, so this is almost like somebody thinking about this. I don't know if it's you, I don't know if it's him yet, okay? But this is somebody who is playing something over and over in their head, and it has to do with whether it's wishful thinking or if there's actually an engagement ring coming. That I'm not sure, but this is something somebody's playing over and over in their head. Okay, what type of relationship do you have? You have a karmic relationship. Now, do I know if you're twin flames? Do I know if you're soulmates? No, I do not know that. It's not showing. I do know it's a karmic relationship of some kind, definitely by the karmic relationship card. Okay? And also, the chaser. When you have karmic relationships, or you have soulmate relationships, or you have twin flame relationship, there's always a runner and chaser. There's always somebody chasing somebody. And then that person stops and the other person chases them. Okay? Uh-oh. Now, the way I'm going to do this, so I'm not throwing your business all out here, there is somebody, and you will know who this is, whether it's you or him. Someone's healing from a broken heart. Okay, that's what I got. That's what I was wondering. Okay, I've got Cupid's arrow. Love is coming. Okay. I got soulmates. And I was just talking about runner and chaser, and I wasn't sure which one it was. This says it's a soulmate. Now, do be mindful with soulmates. It can turn out perfectly great. Perfectly great. It can. But sometimes, once your lesson's learned, not always do soulmates stay together. Okay, they don't. And I'm not being negative. I'm just saying, I mean, it's a good reading. It is. So, but just remember, with the runner and chaser, at one point, that running and chasing is going to stop. And somebody is actually going to have this conversation. And it could go one way or the other. And that's something not determined. A chaser. Ascending. Transcending obstacles. Overcoming obstacles. I was just talking about that. When you have a runner-chaser relationship, you keep going around that running and chasing until you learn your lesson. And it looks to me like there's actually a lot of talking going on with this person. If not, there's going to be. Okay? Happiness, expansion, and joy. So, I could take that about 5 different levels. Okay, I want to see something. So like I said, this is just a quick general read. And we're not going to get totally into it. Okay, so. Hey, Miss Misty. Alright. Ritu. Man, your name is unique. Are they going to end up together? Is it going to last? Alright. So this is the last part here. I'm going to answer for you, and then I'm going to be moving on. What I got was this is the message that you need to know. There is a tower moment coming. I don't know if this tower moment's already happened. Only you would know that. There's a tower moment coming between the two of you. But it says, don't focus so much on that tower moment, because it's temporary. I hear temporary. Why? Because there's a new beginning coming for you. And it's going to be very fortunate. And it's not just for you. You're asking about. Don't ask me. I told you, this month's going to be strange. My phone completely paused itself. So I don't know if you heard the last part of it. That was for, I wish I knew how to pronounce your name. I'm horrible with names. Ritu. Anyway, it looks good. I mean, it does look good. There's going to be that tower moment. I don't know how far it cut off. There is going to be that tower moment, but after that tower moment, it looks to me like it's a fortunate new beginning. But do remember, and like I said, if I have a feeling though with you, you do know about soulmate relationships. I feel you're one that does read up on stuff like that. So, welcoming love, meeting the one. Okay. But with the soulmate relationships, and I am by far a professional on soulmate and twin flame relationships, but I do know a few things on it, and you just have to remember, once that running and chasing stops, you're going to get your answer, and that's not something I can answer, because that's a decision. It's like you're an individual, and you're having this read, right? And then he's an individual, or she, and you're sitting here. You've got your mind made up, but if this person can make a decision and go in opposite direction at any time. Do you know what I mean? I mean, I'm not trying to make you paranoid. I'm just saying it all depends what it comes down to in the end and what that person decides, because you know what's in your heart. I hope that makes sense. Right now, it's looking pretty good. All right. Yes, they have to. That's the way it works. They will keep coming back into your life until the lesson's done. somewhere. It might be a month. It might be 5 years from now. It might be 10 years from now. Who knows? I mean, I'm no professional on how that stuff works. But yeah, I get, yeah. Did I miss anybody? And I am not very good with names again. I have a unique name too. My name is Barda. And your name is B-E-E-N-A. Bina? Bina? Okay, I will pick a card for you. If I missed you, I'm not in a real rush to hurry up to the next one because I'm not even sure if I'm going to be able to. I will probably try to get Aries out. So actually, if people got questions, I'll do a couple more. All right, let me think real quick here. Let me get a card for you. Where do I want to choose it from? The ones I want, I actually don't have them sitting right here. Okay. Okay. I've told everybody, sometimes I go where I feel I should go. And I instantly felt drawn for you to the bottom of the deck. And these are the Moonology cards. Don't know if you can see it. It says, believe in the impossible. Okay? Believe in the impossible. What's that going there? For you, I feel that there's been, and I'm not going to say it's complete, life is completely dark and all this other stuff. I think there's been some clouded thoughts in your head. And we're talking to where it's actually kind of, you know, I'm not saying you're in deep in depression. That I don't know. I don't know you. But I'm feeling like it's actually brought you down some. And I keep hearing clouded thoughts. Clouded thoughts. Just kind of like everything's not, you know, it's not, you see the moon? But remember with the moon also, it doesn't just hide things, it also illuminates things. So for me, what I'm seeing right here is this is a believe in the impossible. Maybe there's something, don't you dare. My chickens. Anyway, there might be something in your life that you're actually believing that maybe you can't do, or is maybe not going to happen. Do. Maybe not going to happen. Which one? No, it's more to it. But anyway, this one right here, I feel that the moon is actually going to show you the way. It's going to actually light up the answer for you. You know what I mean? Or the way. The way. It's kind of like the way. You're looking for, I know you're talking to me asking for, to get a card for direction, but literally it almost feels like a direction, which way, you're getting ready to change something in your life pretty quick here. And you're thinking about taking a direction. And I feel, yeah, I just got yes. Whatever it was, I don't know which direction you're thinking about changing. I got yes. Yes. There it went again. Don't, young lady. So yeah, I hope you heard that. It's been an odd day with my connection, which is not unheard of around here. So anyway, for Benna, that's the card I got, which is believe in the impossible. And for whatever reason, I know you know what. Okay. I hope that helped. Come here. This one always gets in my videos. All right. Now I can't see anything right now. Because actually it was very strange. Is it Ritu? Are you still on here? I wish I could show you. I might just show you. Let me know if you're still on here, because I just had something kind of odd happen and the chicken didn't even touch it. It actually went to your profile. Like, yeah, it went straight to your profile, which is odd because I didn't click your profile. I mean, here's the thing right here. I wasn't even hitting it. So if you're on here, I will pull another card for you because there's something else. Okay, there we go. There. All right. Well, I'm glad that helped. Okay, has anybody else got a question before I pop? Oh, Misty, you said something. I know you did. Are you still here? How's your relationship? I don't know. Come Come on, girlfriend. This is hurting. There we go. Getting warm out here. No, young lady. You come here and sit still. Behave. Okay. All right. Shoo, Misty, I don't know what's going on with you, but actually there was two. One was on the top of the Destiny card deck, and the other one was the Island Time Wellness cards, which these are, gives more insight into love. The first card you got was a card of well-being. Excuse me. Throat's getting dry. And security. Now this, for me, this doesn't just feel like it's your relationship. It actually feels like your security, just your well-being, okay? If it appears, okay, let's see, that's not it. Okay, that's it. I don't know what's going on with you, and I know you asked about relationship, but it's also telling me about you need to keep your eyes open and be alert for a situation that can be turned to profit. And it may come from sources that are unpredictable, ones that you didn't expect. And for some reason, I just got that you got, yeah, there's a possibility there. Oops, let's see. Now, let's roll that down there. And Misty, as far as the relationship part, you got the clock. And it says needs time, takes time, in time, cycles, time to heal, progress. Now, wait a minute. I remember that you were on here before. I don't remember the whole detail, but that feels pretty familiar. You're still working through stuff. And this other person could be too. But you're still healing from stuff. So it's going to take some time. I think you almost had the same card last time, didn't you? Misty? Misty, Misty? Arpita? I don't know how to say your name. It's A-R-R-P-I-T-A. I will in just a sec. Okay. Did that make any sense to you? And so anyway, Misty, with yours, it's talking about still needs to heal, okay? Now, this other card, you're going to have to take this however you want, because this was a message for you. For me, usually with the diamonds, it's money, but you take it how you will. That message was for you to take it out, okay? But as far as the relationship, needs time, takes time, in time, cycles, time to heal, progress, okay? So there's your answer. I feel there's a lot more extra in there, though. That's what I feel. Okay, so I'm glad that made sense to you. And see, I got an answer for you, and this is for Arpita. Yeah, I see your name. It's just, I'm horrible, absolutely horrible at names. So, I will draw you a card, and you're wanting to know, are you going to go abroad or stay in India? Okay, I got an answer, but I want to get it back up. All right, actually, I heard a word. Ooh. I'm going to tell you right now, this is not for the one that just asked the question. This has to do with somebody who's getting ready to ask a love question, okay? Or who somebody has got it right on their brain. I feel like pulling those two. Okay. Let's get back to you. Okay. Okay. All right. I'm going to tell you the word I heard. Let's see here. I'll stay in India or abroad. And I heard the word abroad, and I got the fortune card. Okay? That's what I got. I heard abroad. And fortunate, and be fortunate. Okay? You are welcome. All right, I don't know who this card fell for, but it wasn't for her. It didn't even fit one. It fell right on top of these. That's where it was supposed to go. Okay, this is for somebody I do not believe they even asked a question. I got karmic relationship, and I got the liar. Now, this is for somebody on here who did not ask a question directly to me, but my card fell out, and it was not for the last person. It did not feel right for the last person. So, in this karmic relationship, there's a liar. That's the answer you were seeking. Okay? Only you know who it is. Okay, has anybody else got any questions before I pop off here and get ready for Aries? You are welcome. Now that's a big yeah, so that must be an awesome, awesome thing for you. Where are you going? And I know for those who just popped on, my babies, they like to hop up in my lap whenever I'm reading, which is, and if I'm inside, they'll come through the windows. So, all right. Greetings from India. Could I please have a reading? Is it Raza? Rasha? Very unique names. Yes, you may. Can you go ahead and just go ahead and give me a question in a question form? She's funny. She is so funny. She's like a puppy dog. All right, Raja, could you take and go ahead? I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Forgive me, I'm horrible at names. So do me a favor, go ahead and put whatever it is in a question form. One question in a question form, okay? Okay, you haven't even got there yet. But go ahead and give me that question. And then I'm going to show you the card that came. Okay? Because actually, I think there's actually multiple cards. Okay, you say anything regarding the near future. All right, I got the keys on a ring. All right. I think you've got a decision to make. I don't know what this is about. And these are love cards, but for whatever reason, I felt like pulling them. And you behave yourself and sit your booty down. Sit down. Anyway, I've got 3 keys on a ring here. It says many options decision. And I don't feel like reading the rest of it. So this may or may not have to do with love, but you are definitely going to have to, you're coming to where you're going to have to make a decision of some kind. Okay, I don't know what that's about. I'll check as soon as I put her down. Go on, girl. Go get a drink. My roosters like the ladies. Okay, I feel like pulling another card on you too. I'm not sure why. Future. Anything regarding the near future. And being an intuitive tarot reader, I do pull from the bottom sometimes, and I felt like it. You got Knight of Swords, charging forward in something. So that's what I get. You've got something. You've got a decision. Either it's right now that you're thinking it over, or you're going to have to make a decision here pretty soon. There's many options to this decision. I keep seeing paths. You know how people have forks in the road. You know, I mean, I'll take this way, I'll take that way. No. I think you have another option coming. Now, which area of your life? I'm not sure. And with the pink ones, I would say normally that'd be romance. It could be, but I'm not so certain on it. I'm not. I'm getting very little about this other than you definitely have 3. The answer's 3. You've got a decision, and it's 3 different choices. Whatever you're going to do, charge off very fast. Or it can even represent a man, but I feel this is somebody who's charging fast. You're going to make this decision very soon. I don't know what that means to you. All right. Okay. This is for you as well. You got the rainbow. The most difficult part of the situation is already over. Even if it might not feel like it right now, it's actually the biggest part of the big, like the hurdle. I keep hearing, I saw some guy running, and you know how they jump over those things? That's what I was seeing. And it says right here, the most difficult part of the situation is over. Rainbow. It's going to start getting brighter, and you will be thinking clearer to make this decision very soon, whatever this is. And there's 3, the number 3. And I actually see kind of, not just the fork in the road, you got 3 choices. And you're going to make this decision very soon, and whichever way you make that decision, I'm not just looking at those words, I'm looking at the rainbow. It's going to be bright. It's the right choice. You've been mulling it around. Okay, I hope that helped. I hope that I'm not sure. I do not know. I just know that you have choices coming, and whatever choice that you decide to charge, I mean, you're going to do it fast. I mean, you're not going to waste any time. Once you're like, okay, I'm doing this one, that's the one that's going to bring you the rainbow. And it keeps saying that the most difficult part of it is already over. So you must be well on your way to making this decision. So I hope that made sense. Yeah, it didn't show, it didn't really show love that I saw. I mean, it could have been. But like I said, I don't know you. I don't know the situation. But that's the card you got. So decision is coming, many options. You're going to charge forward very fast. The most difficult part of the situation is over, and your end result is rainbows. You are welcome. All right. Pull that off. All right, actually, I was going to pop off, but if there's anybody else who has a question, I'll go ahead and answer best I can. And if I get a lot, I'll let you know. If I don't, I'll let you know too. Has anybody got any questions? I don't know what keeps pausing. Did I miss anybody when it... Oh, let's see. Kim Dobbs. That's kind of a broad question. It's not even a question. I can just throw a card and see what I get. Like I said, usually it's in question form. Let me see. Oh. Intuitive Tarot Reader, I will pull from the bottom once in a while, and I felt like pulling from the bottom for you. And this is for Kim. You said, what's my future? It's not giving me a bunch of details. Not yet, anyway. But I got one card for you. Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups is a wish card. You've been wanting... Either you're wanting something or you're wishing for something to happen. It says wish fulfilled. Okay. Is there anything else that she needs? And when I'm reading these, you guys have to understand, I only get what I get. And sometimes I get a lot, sometimes I don't. Sometimes it's just one card. So I may shuffle and I may not get anything else. But the person asking it should know exactly what it's about. Okay. Nine of Cups. Anything else for Miss Kim? Yes, Miss Gladys. Can you give me a, when you guys ask them, you put them in a question form, one question? All right, anything else for Miss Kim? What? My boys. All right, Miss Kim, you've got the wish card. And you got the horse and a short journey. And it feels like wish. Feeling very satisfied. So this is something coming up. Either, I don't know if you have a trip coming up, or this could actually, I mean, I'm even looking at the horse. But I'm actually short journey. A wish is fulfilled. Whatever that means to you. And you were talking about future. That's as far as I got. I am outside, guys. I couldn't do it inside. Much better reception out here. That's pretty vague. I hope that meant something to you, because I know you said future, but this is something coming up. Kim, did that make any sense to you? And if it doesn't, text me back here probably next couple weeks and let me know if it does, because I have a feeling if it's not happened yet, it's coming. And it does look like a short journey. Some kind of wish is fulfilled on a short journey. Okay. That's all I got for you. Sometimes I get a lot, sometimes I don't. Goals achieved. Dreams come true. Yeah. Wish fulfilled. Okay. Is moving to Texas the best move for my family? Okay. I don't even need cards for that. And this is for, I think it's Gladys. Maybe, and correct me if I'm saying your name wrong. I got yes for the Texas. I saw it in big. Sometimes I see stuff in my head. Yes. Okay. So I got yes. I'm sorry about that, Miss Cam. Whatever it is, if you are having a lot of stuff going on right now, you know, like with that happening and stuff, you asked about your future, and it didn't make any sense why those cards popped up. But there is going to be some kind of wish fulfilled of yours in the near future that requires a short journey. I think there's actually some kind of happiness coming back into your life, and I'm my condolences. But that's probably why I didn't get too much, because usually I won't dig on stuff like that too much online. But that message is for, I think it's, that message is the one you got for your future, is you need something to look forward to, and actually something good is coming. You're actually, it's going to be nice. And Gladys, you know, sometimes, you know that saying, if it scares you, sometimes that's the best. Sometimes that is the best choice. You know what I mean? Because if life is too comfortable, it's not. You know, you're not building. You're not doing much. You're not fulfilling. You know, you're not making the best of yourself. But if you have something like that, you know, like your move, you have to forgive. I live by a road. But if you push yourself and it does scare you, sometimes that's the best direction to go, because it's something new. It's something new. It's a bright new future. That's what I get. Something new. And in life, there's always something to learn. It'll keep you from feeling stale and stagnant. Take it. Bright new future. I mean, it's a new start. Now, don't get me wrong. There's going to be some issues, just like with everywhere. It doesn't matter where you're going to go. And I'm not saying, oh, hey, she said issues. No. You know, sometimes when you get moved over there, you know, there's going to be stuff that comes up. You know, don't expect everything to be perfect, but it is the right direction to move. That's what I'm feeling, literally. Actually, I think they'll be quite happy there. And for some reason, I keep seeing like a horse farm for some reason. I'm not saying you necessarily have this horse farm, but for whatever reason, I don't know if the girls like horses or whatever, but your family's going to be much happier there. Much happier. That's what I get. For some reason, I saw a horse farm, literally. And I'm assuming it's horses. It looks like it. You are welcome. Does anybody else have any questions? Okay, so I didn't know what that meant. I just knew I had to tell you that. They'll be quite happy down there. Even if they act like they're not at first, trust me. There's some kind of horse farm. I'm telling you, it's a literal horse farm. I saw a horse farm. And they were tickled pink. I can't see them, but I mean, I could feel that they were excited. So, yeah. Oh, that would be cool. I wonder if maybe, I'm just guessing. This is not a psychic thing. I'm just wondering, because I don't get tons and tons of stuff all the time. I'm just wondering if maybe it's just like, maybe the horse farm is where you go to get that. I'm just guessing here. Totally guessing. Because I don't know everything. You know what I mean? Because I saw lots of horses. Definitely. And it was like a horse farm. And for whatever reason, it's some kind of turning point. Not just in your guys' life when you move. It's actually a turning point for your girls too. So maybe they're not all excited about it when it first happens, but there's something that happens, and it has to do with this horse farm. I don't know if it's just visiting, what? But you'll see a different change in their personality, a big one. Alrighty. Oh, you will. Oh, you will. I guarantee. Alright, hello. Has anybody else got any questions? Uh-oh. You know what? My phone is being crazy. Okay, has anybody else got any questions? Gladys, I think it's actually a good direction. All right, guys, if nobody has any questions, I'm going to pop off here, and I'll try to get Aries done. Anybody else have a question? You're welcome. All right, guys, I'm going to pop off, and then I may or may not be back on for Aries. I think I'm going to try to. Okay? So probably about a half an hour. And if I'm not back on in a half an hour, then it'll be tomorrow. Okay? You too, Gladys. Chris, I did, if you're wanting to know about Geminis, if I'd done a reading, Gemini, I thought was, yeah, Gemini's already done. It's up on my Lolita's Lovely Ladies page. Gemini 2020 for June. Before I pop off here, Chris, do you have a question? Gladys, Pisces is also already done. I actually did Gemini and Pisces about a week ago. They're up on the Lolita's Lovely Lady page. You can scroll down there and it'll say June 2020, I believe is what it says. All right, well, if nobody's got any more questions, I'm going to pop off here 20, 30 minutes, and then I'll try to get back on. If not, it'll be first thing tomorrow. All right, talk to you guys later. Bye.